Hey, what's going on, guys? Indy here with Ultimate Tour Reviews. We're taking a look at the latest Makita rebates, e-bates, whatever you want to call them. They're kind of like these more unique promotions Makita's trying to do here. Now, if you've seen the Home Depot stuff, where you buy this and you get this for free, it's kind of like a hackable thing. They still have those, but they're far and few between now, unfortunately. So let's take a look. We got for this month. We've got some of the Makita XGT outdoor stuff. I will say before we get into this, a lot of these free tools I've been noticing are kind of stuff they're trying to just like get rid of. I feel like it's stuff that's not selling too well, and I'll explain this here a little bit more too. But we got the blower kit right now. It's gonna be like a 4 amp hour battery charger. Then you get a free string or a free hedge trimmer. I got the LXT version of this that I've tried out. It is absolutely amazing. Been super impressed with that thing so far. But yeah, it's like $300. It's not cheap for a hedge trimmer. And then you've got the string trimmer kit, which I think this one's cheaper. I think this one's like around 300-ish. I think the blower is like 350, somewhere around there, depending on where you buy it. You can buy them at Home Depot. They usually have a little bit better price at Home Depot. Sometimes they're on Amazon. You just gotta check in where you can buy these at. And I like to say, just click on the thing here, and then it takes you right to Amazon, right to Home Depot. You can select where you want to buy it from there. So free head trimmer, not a bad deal if you need a really nice head trimmer. That's actually a great deal there. And of course, they have a couple different string trimmers to choose from. Just slight differences there on the string length and power of that motor there. This is actually not a bad deal. Here is going to be the chainsaw kit, top handle. I think this thing's like $400 or $500, super expensive stuff. And then Makita's getting rid of the GDT02 impact drivers. If you've seen my review on that one, yeah. Not a great impact driver. Very poor effort there from Makita. This thing is like 2 generations of a step backwards for Makita there, and I'm not surprised these things aren't selling. Honestly, they make way better impact drivers than that for XGT. This thing is just, it's not a great option. I can see why they're trying to get rid of these for free with like a chainsaw kit. That kind of makes sense there. And then of course you got the other chainsaw kits here, the 02, 03. That's going to signify the bar length here, 01. So the higher the number, the greater the bar length there. So it's like a $20, $40 difference between these chainsaws, because the only thing that changes is that bar length. We have some new deals here for the impact driver sets here with the drill. 2.5 amp hour batteries with these. You get the drill. I think one's a hammer drill, one's not. I know there's a slight difference between these two sets here. And then of course they are doing just a ton of these X-Lock grinders. My opinion, X-Lock grinders, I'm not a big fan of them. Some people are, that's fine. But I just don't like the X-Lock grinders because you have to use X-Lock discs. If you got a regular grinder, you can use X-Lock and non-X-Lock discs. But if you have an X-Lock grinder, you can only use X-Lock. That's kind of just my quick, 5-second thing about I'm not a big fan of X-Lock because they're not really available everywhere and they are more expensive. So for doing these two kits here, you can of course, actually these are the same kits here, the 201 M1 D1s. You can choose, looks like you can choose either the X-Lock or the non-X-Lock grinder. Some of the larger kits here, with the saw in there. Of course, you can do the same thing. You can choose between an X-Lock grinder or a non-X-Lock grinder, which is actually a pretty good deal. Basically turning that 4-tool kit into a 5-tool kit. All you got to do is, of course, register for that rebate there. Same thing with the, instead of getting the saw, you can get a reciprocating saw kit here, and then, of course, pick up that grinder. This is all new for the GT200D kit. Last month, they had a free 1/2-inch impact driver, or 1/2-inch impact wrench, which is actually an awesome deal. And now they have the GRM02. This is going to be the Bluetooth radio here. You don't really see too many of these right now. They're really not in any stores. I haven't really seen a lot of reviews on these things. I'm kind of surprised you don't see too many of these. The LXT ones do pretty well, so you're not really seeing these too much. We have the XGT router here, which I have not really seen anything on that at all. Makita has such a slow process of announcing tools, doing any deals on tools. You think XGT would be flooding Home Depots right now, but nope, they are not. So they have a track saw kit for XGT, which is really not a big kit that you haven't seen very much at all. I've heard of it, and I haven't seen really any reviewers do too much on it, other than just a handful on YouTube. So not a bad deal for the track saw. You get that free router, pretty good deal there. You can also buy the router kit here and get the impact driver. They're really pushing hard to get rid of these impact drivers. They have a lot of extras of those. But they also have the XGT miter saw kit as well too. Another miter saw kit as well too here, and then the free impact wrench went to the rear handle saw kit. I was able to get this saw kit at Home Depot for, I think it was like 174. It was like $100 off, $200 off, and then they had a free 4-amp-hour battery with it. I just returned the battery, brought the pricing down really, really low, and it was an awesome deal there. So this thing is probably going to be, of course, 300-ish, and then of course you get a free half-inch impact wrench. Not a bad deal there. That impact wrench is actually really good. I do like that one a lot. Very hard to find a good deal on that thing because I think it's like $270. It's like super expensive. Yeah, they're saying $324 value, so very expensive there. And we have, of course, a top handle saw here. There's a kit, just like the rear handle. Same thing here. You get the half-inch impact wrench here. And then they have the really big, I think this is the 10-inch circular saw kit. And then you're going to get the first gen, the J01Z, which they're not giving out the second gens yet. The second gens, I do have one of those. It's the fastest replicating saw I've ever used. Insane amounts of power. First gen's pretty good too, but I would say the first gen does lose out to the Metabo HPT 36 volt. So if you want the fastest money you can buy, you're going to need the J02, which is also very expensive. We have the XGT right angle, or Milwaukee calls them the whole hogs, which pretty much everyone knows them as right angle drill here. And then, of course, you're giving away a free reciprocating saw. We have a SDS hammer here kit, and you're getting the free half-inch impact wrench here. Same thing for these other types of SDS kits here we have as well, depending on which one you want to get. Some of the larger SDS, the 80 volt stuff, which I'm surprised I'm not seeing more 80 volt stuff from Makita here. We're just seeing just a handful of things here, and you're going to get a free rear handle saw here, again with also the SDS here as well too. So a lot of SDS stuff. You can tell they're trying to move some of the bigger, more expensive stuff here from Makita, and then the stuff they're giving away for free is kind of the stuff that's probably been sitting for quite a while that they're trying to get rid of, or trying to get some new models in here as well too. If you're trying to buy, like, any of the large cutoff tools here, like the concrete saw stuff, you're actually going to get a SDS kit. Not just the tool, but the SDS kit, which is pretty cool as well. Here we get some more interesting stuff. Is also going to be this cutoff saw here as well too. But here's the 3/8-inch impact wrench. This is a kit with 2 batteries. You can get this kit, which is pretty cool. I mean, this thing is like in a kit. This what is this thing called here? A grease gun for, I think it's like $400 in a kit. You can get a battery, and then you get the battery charging adapter, so you can charge this on an XGT charger. You're getting all this for free with that 3/4-inch high torque impact kit, which is actually a really good deal there. It's quite surprising, and that's actually a phenomenal deal there. Other option you can pick, other than the grease gun, is you can pick a tower light, also with the battery and the charging adapter, which is pretty cool. Got a metal saw with a X-Lock grinder. That makes sense, of course. That's a pretty good deal there. We got the mixer X-Lock grinder. These don't sell too well here. Is going to be a lot of Makita's vacuum solutions. Very expensive stuff here. It is in a kit here, which is nice. I think it's a 5-amp-hour battery from what I can tell. You're going to get a free 4-amp-hour battery there, which is pretty cool. Makita's, of course, trying to push some of their more cleaning solutions. Very expensive stuff. You don't really see reviews on this stuff because Makita doesn't send this stuff to any reviewers, and it's thousands of dollars for this stuff too. So not cheap by any means, and it's hard to really tell how good this stuff works because there's really nothing you can find review-wise on these for the most part. But free 8-amp-hour battery with the upright vacuum. Backpack vacuum here also includes a 4-amp-hour battery. LXT stuff. It's funny. XGT is making LXT look like incredible values now, but they're bringing back, of course, the free jigsaw with some of the drill and impact kits, which is very cool. This kit here, the 296ST. This is going to be the new XPH16 hammer drills in there. So XPH14, which we all know, this is the more compact version of that. Very similar specs, but slightly more compact. Seeing some reviews on it. I was kind of like, I should get one of these, but it's pretty much identical to the XPH14, just slightly more compact, and that's about it. But you can pick from some free batteries here. They have the 5-amp-hour with this kit, and then the 296 SMR. I think it's just a smaller battery is honestly all it is, and then you get the 4 amp hour battery for free instead of the 5 amp hour. So kind of interesting there. We do have some of the top end, the 288T, which has been out for like 2 years now. I was hoping that last December they replaced this kit with a new higher end one. Hopefully with the XDT21. Doesn't exist yet. That's the new version in Japan. And then get rid of the 14 and put the 16 in place, which is this one. But they didn't do that, unfortunately. So decent deal here for, say, like the multi-tool. That thing is super expensive. Be a very good deal to get that if you're buying a 288T. I think they're like 410, 420 now for those kits. Very expensive there. Here's actually a pretty decent deal for some of these larger kits here. You can pick up a grinder and a 4 amp hour battery, or if you buy the 707, so the 507, you get the multi-tool plus another 5 amp hour battery. Awesome deal there. Here's a chainsaw kit, and you get the free head trimmer, which I don't really know who buys these little head trimmers. They're not really, I mean, I've seen some like small gardens that are useful for, but I don't really know who this head trimmer is useful for. It's such a small little tool, but at least you get them for free if you can find a deal on this kit here. And then, of course, we got the rear handle saw, which that's the classic, they give away 2 batteries of that thing all the time for free. So you get 4 batteries. Pretty decent deal there. And then, of course, you've got the X-Lock grinder with that. Also, for the other top handle, top handle saw there, 36 volt, you get the X-Lock grinder. And then this is actually a phenomenal deal. It's probably one of the best deals I've seen here. This is going to be the grease gun kit here. It's like $360, $370 somewhere. And you're going to get a free mid-torque. Yeah, that's right, a free mid-torque. This thing is like a $300 mid-torque. And you're basically getting it for free with this kit. So it really does actually make this kit a awesome deal if you need a new grease gun and the new mid-torque. Phenomenal deal right there. Probably one of the best ones in this entire new release they have for these Rebates. I've got the 36 volt chop saw here. You're going to get a dual charger plus a 4 amp hour battery. Pretty good deal there. Makita's got the jackhammer, and you're also going to get an SDS. This is just plug-in stuff, not actually a battery run here. And then, of course, Makita's got some of their mowers here, XGT mowers. Very expensive stuff here, but you're going to get a free blower. They should just give the free blower kits here with how expensive these mowers are, but oh well there. LXT stuff, doing the same thing. You're going to get a LXT mower, and then you, of course, get a free 18-volt blower. They should be doing the 36-volt blowers. It's night and day between the 18-volt blowers and the 36-volt blowers. Some of the higher-end kits here, which I'd recommend going for the metal decks over just the plastic decks here. You can do a pole saw kit here. I think it's like the pole saw, what do they call it? Like the combi kits, where it's the like the power head thing. You're getting that in the kit, which is cool, and they're also getting a blower, which is an awesome deal there. And the other one here, you're just getting the blower. So a lot of things like that on some of these mowers here. And then, of course, they've got last chance to redeem some of these. If you bought these in the previous month, you can still redeem those. So a lot of stuff going on here, a lot of new, cool stuff here. But there is a few other deals here I wanted to show you. If I can find these here, I think I got to go to your promos and then Rebates. Let's see here. Right down here, you have to. Some of these deals are like really hard to find and kind of unusual. They had a few of these where you can now buy like 2 batteries, and right here, if you buy the 2 battery 4 amp hour kit here, you get one of these tools for free. I was looking at this at Home Depot this morning, and it was $169, which Makita's advertising this at like $280 or something like that right now. And it was an awesome deal, but I added to my cart, and by the time I did, it actually went out of stock there. But let's check again at Home Depot right now, see if they still got that in price. I can show you some of the tools that we went for free with it. Yeah, right here, out of stock. Yep, when I was checking this morning on this deal, it was still in stock here, but really cool. And there's a lot of free tools here. I'll go to Acme Tools here. I can show you guys the free tools for this. But here's what I don't like about this deal. Is $259, not a bad deal when you count that you're getting one of these better tools, not just like some mid-range impact driver or anything. It's really not awful. You can pick up that new chainsaw, X-Lock grinder. They have the compact circular saw, which is cool, and then of course the grease gun is the big one right now. Those two only are way more than this price, so that's a pretty good deal here. But I want to show you this deal here. It says receive a free tool. Of course, when you buy that, but I cannot find some of these, like the polisher, I can't find anywhere. The heat gun, I can't find anywhere. And then the right angle drills, I can't find those anywhere. None of these retailers offer those as free tools. So check this flyer out here. You can see them all here. I don't know what's going on there. I tried to reach out to Acme, see what they're saying on that. They say they don't have any information just yet. I didn't get a response yet. But I can only find like 3 or 4 of these tools for free. I mean, they do have the 1/3 sheet sander on there too, which would be an awesome deal if you could find it with those battery packs. That deal, but that's Makita for you. That you never know with these deals. They're super hard to find, and yeah, I mean, if no one's offering the actual full deal here, what's the point? So kind of weird there for Makita, but here's the new deals, guys, to check out. Guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and take care, guys. Stay safe out there.